this is CVR English. Today we move on to the top story, ladies and gentlemen, on this edition of the Primetime News Hour. And you know what? It hurts. It hurts for me to personally share this with you, our viewers. A massive controversy has erupted in Andhra Pradesh after Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu has alleged that the previous YS Jagan Mohan Reddy led YSR Congress Party government used animal fat to prepare the Tirupati Laddu Prasadam. Echoing Naidu's charge, TDP national spokesperson Annam Venkataraman Reddy in a sensational press conference has unveiled the test reports, clearly indicating that adulterated oil containing beef fat, fish oil and also lard, that is pig fat, was being used in the ghee in Tirumala's Prasadam. He showed the test reports alleging that fish oil and fat from dead animals, including dogs, were present in the ghee. He also claimed that the laddus adulterated with beef fat were served to Lord Venkateshwara as prasadam, as bhog, and then distributed amongst the devotees. Crores of them viewers from all over the world who come to the temple. And today, on this news hour, we are going to show you these test reports. I'm going to put up these reports for you. You can see these test reports right from above the cameras, and it hurts, ladies and gentlemen. It really hurts talking to you about these reports. It says there are two reports, namely AB 023654 and AB 023655. So one after the other. And the report's issue date is 24th of July this year. So the tests have been conducted soon after the bureaucrats running the Tirumala were transferred and the new set of bureaucrats were appointed, and this is what was done. The important part is towards the end of these reports, right towards the end of these reports, and I'm going to tell you what the test reports say towards the end. On both the sample reports, look at the findings here. The annexure of both the sample reports. Look at the findings there. Look at the findings in the very first row. The very first row clearly states that the ghee used in the preparation of the Tirupati Prasadam was not pure cow ghee. There is sustainable presence of vegetable and animal fat in it. Soya bean, sunflower, olive, rapeseed, and the list goes on. Linseed, wheat germ, maize germ, cotton seed, even fish oil. Then comes the second row. The second row says there is also the presence of palm kernel fat, and then it says palm oil and beef tallow. And the last row says there
be taken that such great sins will not be repeated in the temple, in the sacred temple, on which crores of devotees have a lot of faith and respect. The cow ghee.
The executive officer of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams, or the TTD, Shyamal Rao, has said that when he took over as the executive officer of the TTD, the chief minister had expressed his concerns over the ghee being procured and the quality of the laddus, which were considered to be very sacred and were offered as prasadam to Lord Venkateshwar Swami. Consequently, they sent the laddu samples to the labs for testing, and the results have been obviously shocking. Shyamal Rao said, and I am quoting him here, "When I took over as the executive officer of the TTD, the chief minister did express concern over the ghee that was being procured and the quality of the laddu, which is considered to be very sacred and offered as prasadam to Lord Venkateshwar. Any deviation in the quality will cause apavitram, which means committing an act that is not sacred. He wanted me to take steps to ensure that the sanctity of this temple is restored, including getting pure cow milk ghee. We started working on that. We found that we don't have any internal labs to test the adulteration of the ghee. There was no system to check the quality of the ghee in the outside labs also. The rates that were quoted by the vendors back then were absolutely unviable. They were so low that anyone could tell that pure cow ghee cannot cost so less. We warned all the suppliers that they would be blacklisted if the ghee supplied did not pass the lab tests. We collected all the samples and sent them to the best labs. They were all government controlled labs and the reports have come and they are quite shocking. Unquote. Take a look at this report.
They test their labs. We have sent it to them. When I took over as executive officer TTD, when I called on Honorable CM, he expressed concern on the quality of ghee procured and the quality of the laddu. Any deviation in the quality will cause, it is called doing apavitram, doing something which is not sacred. We found that there are various reasons why the quality of ghee is not up to the mark. We don't have any internal lab to test adulteration in the ghee. You cannot get ghee, pure cow ghee, which is offered to Swami at this rate, 320 rupees. Almost everybody started improving their supplies and we didn't have any issues except with one supplier, AR Foods, Tamil Nadu. NDDB lab is considered to be highly reputed. They test their labs. We have sent it to them. It's a government controlled lab. So we have tested our samples there. Then the reports have come which are very shocking. All Hindus consider Sri Venkateswara Swami temple in Tirumala as the most sacred temple. Everyone wants to visit the temple once in a lifetime, and once they come here, they want to come again and again. That is the divinity of this place and divinity of Lord Sri Venkateswara. So Honorable CM when I took over as executive officer TTD, when I called on Honorable CM, he expressed concern on the quality of ghee procured and the quality of.
Meanwhile, up north, even in Uttar Pradesh, viewers, Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya has addressed the Tirupati Prasad controversy, stating that if such incidents occur at any pilgrimage site, the respective government will implement the strictest of the measures, and he emphasized that similar actions would be taken in Uttar Pradesh as well, asserting that if someone is responsible for any wrongdoing, then legal action is necessary to ensure accountability and to uphold the sanctity of sacred places in India.
जो सूचना मिली है मैंने भी देखा है, मैं भी भक्त हूँ भगवान तिरुपति बालाजी का, भगवान रामलला का, और कहीं भी किसी तीर्थ स्थल में अगर इस प्रकार की शिकायत होगी तो वहाँ की सरकारें सब जो जरूरी कदम है उस पर उठाएंगी और हम लोग उत्तर प्रदेश में ध्यान रखेंगे। नहीं, जो सच्चाई मैंने देखा नहीं जो आप बता रहे हैं ये कि सरकार ने क्या कहा है, लेकिन जो भी अगर ऐसा कुछ भी किया है तो वो गलत किया है, जो गलत करेगा उसके खिलाफ कानून कार्य करेगा। वो तो पुलिस का काम ही है अपराधियों को पकड़ते रहना, अपराधियों को पकड़ करके जेल भेजते रहना, वो कार्रवाई चल रही है, वो कार्रवाई करें। वो विपक्ष में है, वो आरोप सरकार पे लगाते हैं, लेकिन सरकार ही नहीं जनता जानती है कि समाजवादी पार्टी माने गुंडों, अपराधियों, माफियाओं की पार्टी।
Viewers, interestingly, this big controversy in Andhra Pradesh is not the only one controversy in the broiler. After Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu accused YSRCP of using animal fat in the name of prasadam for Lord Balaji, now even the saints of Ayodhya up north in Uttar Pradesh are expressing their anger over the news of animal fat in Tirupati's prasadam. You see, followers of Sanatan Dharma are all over the country, and these followers are now in shock after the lab report confirmed animal fat in Tirupati's prasadam. Hindu states now across the national states, including Uttar Pradesh, have slammed the previous Andhra Pradesh government for their alleged involvement in this controversy. Now, the priests are also suspecting the mixture of animal fats in Tirupati's laddus that were sent for Ayodhya's Pran Pratishtha, if you remember. Notably, in January of this year, January of 2024, the Tirupati Trust had prepared around 1 lakh laddus for the grand Ayodhya Ram Temple Pran Pratishtha ceremony. The Hindu saints came down heavily after the lab reports confirmed the presence of animal fat in the laddus, and they are now demanding the strictest punishment possible for the perpetrators. Take a look at this report.
मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम भगवान श्री रामलला का जब प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुआ था तो वहां से लड्डू आया था जो तमाम ऋषि मुनियों को, साधु संतों को, धर्माचार्यों को प्रसाद के रूप में वितरण किया गया। यह प्रसाद के नाम पर गोमांस खिलाया जा रहा है। वो कौन लोग हैं? आखिर जब मक्का में हिंदू नहीं जा सकता है तो फिर हिंदू मंदिरों में माला फूल बेचने वाले मुसलमान कहां से आ जा रहे हैं? मुसलमान क्यों जो है मठ मंदिरों के अगल बगल दुकान लगा के बैठे हुए हैं? यह बहुत ही गंभीर विषय है। जो विश्व प्रसिद्ध मंदिर तिरुपति बाला, जहां विश्व के कोने कोने से श्रद्धालु जाते हैं, वहां लड्डू में जो है चर्बी मिलना, बीफ मिलना, उसकी पुष्टि हुई है। इसलिए यह बेहद जो है आपत्तिजनक है और इसको लेकर के सरकार जो है सख्त कदम उठाए। यह कदापि बर्दाश्त नहीं किया जाएगा और देश में 99%।
Ladies and gentlemen, the larger Hindu sentiment has shaken up the entire nation. So much so that even the Union Health Minister Shri J.P. Nadda has stepped in to address the Tirupati Prasadam controversy now. He has spoken to Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu seeking more information and details about this issue. Nadda has requested Naidu to share any available reports so he can review them personally. Additionally, he plans to consult with the state regulators to investigate this matter further. Nadda assures that once he receives the full report, he will then examine it and take necessary action according to the food safety standards. This development comes amidst Naidu's recent meetings with top government officials including Prime Minister Modi ji and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to discuss Andhra Pradesh's financial struggles and to seek central assistance. Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda has now addressed this issue head-on and has already spoken to Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu after getting information about this pertinent matter. He has asked him to share the available reports so that he could examine them personally. Nadda will also be speaking to the state regulators and he will investigate this matter in deeper detail. And he has openly declared that appropriate action will be taken as per the food safety standards. Take a look at this.
तो जैसे ही ये खबर मुझे मिली, मैंने चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी से बात की, उनसे मैंने डिटेल उसकी ली है। मैंने उनको कहा है कि आप तुरंत एक जो आपके पास अवेलेबल रिपोर्ट है वो रिपोर्ट आप मुझे भेज दें।
आपने सुना होगा कि तिरुमला प्रसादम में कुछ अडल्ट्रेशन पाई गई है। सर, इसका संज्ञान लेते हुए एफएसएसएआई और स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय की तरफ से क्या कदम लिए जा रहे हैं और क्या आगे चल के आप जो ऑडिट्स हैं इस तरीके की कोई एक्शन टेकिंग प्लान आप ले रहे हैं क्या?
आज ही मैंने चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी से, जैसे ये असल में ये खबर डिजिटल मीडिया के माध्यम से आई है और कुछ जगह पर रिपोर्ट हुआ है, तो जैसे ही ये खबर मुझे मिली मैंने चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी से बात की, उनसे मैंने डिटेल उसकी ली है और मैंने उनको कहा है कि आप तुरंत एक जो आपके पास अवेलेबल रिपोर्ट है वो रिपोर्ट आप मुझे भेज दें। उस रिपोर्ट को मैं एग्जामिन भी करूंगा, स्टेट रेगुलेटर से भी बातचीत करूंगा, उनका क्या कहना है उसको भी जानूंगा। उस जो रिपोर्ट है जिस सोर्स से आई है उस रिपोर्ट को पूरी तहकीकात करके उसके सारे पहलुओं को ध्यान में रख करके suitable action will be taken accordingly. जो भी
Amidst this rising Laddu storm, Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan has also responded to the Tirumala Laddu Prasad controversy. He further declared that strict action will be taken against all those who are found responsible, and Pawan has expressed deep regret over this issue. He noted that the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams or the TTD board, which worked during the YCP regime, should answer many questions at this point in time. Mixing animal fat in the world-renowned Tirumala Laddu Prasad is painful, and it has trampled upon and made a mockery of all the Hindu sentiments across the world. Pawan said that his government is now committed to taking strict action against those who will be found responsible, and he also declared that the time has now come to set up a Sanatan Dharm Raksha board at the national level to look into all the problems related to the temples of the country. This issue should be discussed by the policymakers, the judiciary, the citizens of the country, the media and all the other respective domains at the national level. Kalyan has called upon everyone to come together to ensure that Sanatan Dharm is not disrespected in any form in the future. According to Kalyan, the quality of the prasadam is always quite superior, and even if you get a small bite, it is like receiving a Mahaprasadam to everybody. This laddu is received by all the Hindu devotees with great reverence. The material chosen for the prasadam is sourced from very trusted companies and vendors. In fact, everything is sourced in a very well-structured manner. Up until now, no one has dared to violate the process of preparation of this laddu prasadam. No one has dared to change it. You would need 15,000 kgs of ghee per day to prepare this prasadam, viewers. YSR Congress party claims that they changed vendors because the price of the ghee was a bit over 1,000 rupees. They changed the vendors and brought the price down. The party claimed that they would receive the supply at somewhere around rupees 360 to 400. But viewers, we all know that genuine cow ghee, the ghee that is prepared from real cow's milk, is traditionally prepared at a high price. So how could they source real cow ghee at such cheap prices? In the past, devotees had been found to be complaining regularly about the smell of the laddus, the aroma, which was not usual for the prasadam. Kalyan said that he thought no one would dare to violate these kinds of traditional laddu preparation procedures. Eventually, when the complaints increased, they raised concerns regarding the quality of the prasad and the functioning of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams. When Kalyan and others formed the government, they immediately got into the revival mode of the TTD and they sent the laddu samples for testing to government-controlled labs only. That's when they realized that animal fat, fish oil, beef fat and pig fat was being used for the adulteration of the ghee that was used for the preparation of the Tirumala Laddu Prasadam. The Hindus worldwide were hurt and shocked. When people of no commitment and no value and no respect for the sanctity of the temple take charge, this is what happens. It is not just about the prasadam, viewers. Maybe liquor and non-vegetarian food was supplied too. People were having parties there. All these things came out into the light, and according to Kalyan, when governments and boards are not acting in accordance with the law, there should be some strict monitoring mechanism in India. The Sanatan Dharm Parirakshana board is the need of the day if any kind of disrespect is shown to the idols and if the sanctity of the temples is not maintained. The Sanatan Dharm Parirakshana board is essential because when you leave serious matters in the hands of certain political groups with ulterior motives, such immoral incidents are likely to happen. To thwart it and to find a permanent solution, Kalyan thinks that the Sanatan Dharm Parirakshana board should be constituted. In fact, he is contemplating speaking with his cabinet as well as the chief minister about it. Kalyan further says he would personally take this matter forward and help with the setting up of something like Sanatan Dharm Parirakshana board as he believes it is essential. Here's a report. Well, that brings us to a close of this special edition of the News Hour. We will give you minute by minute updates on this special story. Until then, this is Anukriti Sharma signing off. Namaskar, Jai Hind, and keep watching CVR English.